What is cracking YouTube? GT, I am the Tie here, bringing you guys yet again another episode of the Final Fantasy VII Let's Play. I don't know why. Should I change that up? Should I do something? Never mind. I was trying to figure out like a new way to introduce the video every single time, because whenever I do, sometimes I go through the videos just to make sure that my links work whenever I put them into the videos, like annotations and stuff like that. And I always click through, and I always laugh because I say like the same exact thing over and over again. But in today's episode, guys, we're gonna do a little bit of Chocobo breeding, because if I put it off any longer, I'm gonna have to do like a million videos in a row of it. So here we go. Long range. I don't think I put the Chocobo lure material on anyone, so that's really important, by the way. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I can't even catch a Chocobo yet. First of all, I'm kind of being scatterbrained for a second. It's been such a long time since I've been able to pick up this game. Like, I recorded the last couple of episodes, and then I anticipated like a mini hiatus on my end, because I was like, you know, Thanksgiving's coming up. Anyways, I hope you guys had a terrific Thanksgiving, filled with lots of food and different things like that. But first things first, basically what you want to do is, I think you want to have at least 4 Chocobo stalls minimum. I mean, you can have a total of 6, but here you go. Take care of my Chocobos. You'll need a Chocobo stable. 10,000 gil, so it's going to cost us quite a bit, but here we go. They cost 10,000 gil. I'll rent one. Thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Tell my son that I said hi. That's what I think he said. Take care of my Chocobos, and they cost rent one more. That's 2. There you go. Let's keep on renting. Take care of some more. That's 3. And the big old 4 right here. The reason why I'm doing 4 is because basically, you know, you obviously need basically the way I think about it is, you know, obviously you need 2 for the parents, and then you need 1 for the baby that's gonna hatch. And then Chocobo breeding is really, really complex. I don't want to go into like the little intricacies of it just yet, but you know, obviously if you want to get some greens from the sun, you can obviously do that. But there's a couple of things you want to do before you even start like catching Chocobos and like getting all this stuff started. I'm totally I'm scatterbraining everywhere. But one thing you want to do, you're gonna need a Zeio net, and I think that Yuffie has a steel materia, if I recall correctly. Like last time I left the game, I think I gave her the steel materia, right? Now, the one thing you're going to need is, I think you're going to need like 3 or 4 Carob nuts, and you're going to need 1 Zeio nut. And don't quote me on that, because I'm going off of like my memory from playing this game and like doing all this Chocobo breeding a really, really long time ago. Now, in order to get the Zeio nut, which is the requirement, like the I don't know why Chocobos, or like why a nut would be like an aphrodisiac to them. It's like an oyster or something, but it is. And really random, I can't get into a random battle, and I always get into random battles when I don't want to. But anyway, there's enemies called goblins here. You remember, like in my enemy skill video, they gave you the goblin punch ability. So if you don't have that enemy skill, go ahead and learn that. But they have Zeio nuts, and they don't really do all that much damage to you, so just kind of sit here and then steal the Zeio nut from them. There you go. I'm gonna steal 2 of them, just because there are 2 guys right there, and in case I like fail at breeding the first time, then I don't have to worry about it, you know, so. There you go. I think the first guy doesn't have anything anymore, right? So let's just kill him off. No, but my Thanksgiving was fantastic. Wait, why am I stealing from the front guy? I don't want to steal from that guy. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna kill him, that way I don't have to steal from him anymore. Here we go. We go ahead and steal from this guy. Why? You know, it's like, you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Skate from Streets of Rage, which reminds me, I have not completed that LP yet, and the reason why is because it wasn't live, and I really want to do live commentary on it, because it's a fighting game, and when you don't have live commentary on a fighting game, it feels really, really fail. I don't know, so. Anyway, I got the Zeio nut right here, and I feel really guilty, because I feel like that would have dragged on, but the problem that I had with my last video is I felt like it was too fragmented. I kept on, like, cutting the video everywhere, so I just felt like it was super choppy. But because I was trying to condense like all this stuff down that I thought was like kind of unnecessary, you know, I guess it's kind of up for debate. I mean, some people really like hearing the random battle music in the background. I feel like Yoda. Okay. Now there's another thing, like if you want to get the Carob nuts, I forget what the guys are called. I think they're called like Volvakidos or something like that. Point being is that they're this giant red-looking dinosaur, demon monster thing. What would you call this? I mean, like, He doesn't look like anything from a movie that I recall. Okay, these guys are not it. What the hell? Okay, this is like like, who has an underground squirrel mole? Like, oh wait, this totally reminds me of Kim Possible. It's like her naked mole rat, like Rufus or whatever. Is it a naked mole rat? I think it's a naked mole rat from Kim Possible. I don't know if any of you guys actually watched that when you were younger. Because my sister used to watch that all the time. And it was really cool, because you know, like, her ringtone, it was like beep, 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 beep. Like, basically my sisters both want that as their ringtone now that they have, like, smartphones and stuff like that. And I don't know how you get that ringtone. I think you can just get it from, like, the TV show itself if you were to just record it. But I don't know if they're technically savvy enough to do that. And I don't have a smartphone, because I was thinking about getting one, because technically I have the money to do so, but it's like, I'm stuck inside, like, the lab area the entire time. Here we go! This is the dragon demon monster thing. What is that? Yeah, like a bolt ball. See, even the moves that he uses against you sounds intimidating. Although, apparently he heals Yuffie, which is really cool. Oh yeah, she has a lightning armlet. Who am I kidding? She has, like, the bolt armlet. But they have Carob nets, by the way. And I think you're gonna need at least 3 of them. Like, I said 4, but I always try to steal, like, 1 extra more than I need. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and steal a Carob net right here. And you guys have seen this whole thing. But obviously, they're not really doing all that much damage. I forget if he has one move that does a ton of damage to you, but I don't... But they're really not that bad. I know they had a lot of HP for this particular point in the game, if I recall correctly. I think... Well, I mean, the first time you run into it is, like, in Disc 1, right? But they have, like, over 2,000 HP, which is a lot of HP. Back in Disc 1, but we should die eventually. Just to give you guys, like, a little bit of a scope as to how durable this guy is. He's like a really freaking dinosaur. Now, if dinosaurs were as resilient as this guy was, maybe they wouldn't be extinct, because apparently he can dole out the harshness, as Dr. Tran would say. So, there you go. Wow, this is... Man, how much life does he have? Does he have, like, 10,000? Can I drop something really... I'm afraid if I drop an elemental on him, then he's just gonna heal, because I don't even know if he's resistant to an attack, because I haven't really looked in a long time. He's gotta have, like, over 10,000 HP. Normally, I just run from them after I get everything, like a violent advance for 63 damage. I feel like I'm fighting, like, a Rattata in the grass right now, except for it's like a Rattata that doesn't die. Like, what if you ran into a level 100 Rattata if you're playing Pokemon? That would be ridiculous. That would be... And you know, it's like, I think always the most annoying thing for me was when I was fighting a Rattata in the grass, like, if I can go off on a tangent for just a little bit, is that they always use, like, Tackle on you, or they use Tail Whip followed by Quick Attack when you were kind of comparable in level, and that was really annoying to me, because, you know, he lowered my defense, and then he hit me with a Quick Attack before I could actually kill him off, even though I'd kill him in one hit, and I was like, rage, you know, so then I have to walk all the way back to that city, and then go to the Pokemon Center, and then, you know, like, heal the guy up, and that was always really freaking annoying to me. I don't know if you guys had a similar story when you used to play Pokemon back in the day. I know you guys used to play Pokemon, and if you didn't play Pokemon back in the day, then you missed out. I think it's really funny, because I was thinking about it, and the thing is, when Pokemon first came out, I was like, man, this is so dumb, I can't get into this, and I can't believe, like, in retrospect, like, at this point in time that I would ever say something like that, but my friend was really into it. Wow, 1,000 damage from poison? But my friend was really into it, right? And I was like, oh, what are pocket monsters, da-da-da-da-da. And then he had a sleepover with me, because I forget how old we were. I think we were in, like, 4th grade, 5th grade. That sounds like a sleepover age, right? So we're in 4th or 5th grade, and he's my friend from back in, like, preschool, like, prior to kindergarten even. And basically what happened was, you know, I spent the night over at his house, I think, or he spent the night at my house, one way or the other, but you know, like, my friend was Japanese, and he really, really liked Pokemon. I mean, you don't have to be Japanese to like Pokemon at all, but, he decided to watch Pokemon one morning, and it was the episode when Charmeleon evolved into Charizard. It was, like, Attack of the Prehistoric Pokemon. I think that's what the name of the episode was, and I just remember, because Charizard, or Charmeleon, it was really funny, because, whoa, damn. Okay, what the heck? I've run away from the mole rat all of a sudden. But my point being is that I just remember that Charmander was like the coolest poke that Ash ever had. Because it was like, I mean, like, I always thought it was really cool how, like, all of his lower level pokes all had access to, like, amazing moves like Flamethrower and, you know, like, Thunder and Thunderbolt. And I was like, dude, what level are they? Can't you beat the Elite Four with these guys already? But Oh, wait, Tifa and... I just realized that Tifa and Cloud don't have any materia on them right now. That just totally crossed my mind, because I was about to heal with Tifa, and I was like, she doesn't have any items. I think I gave them all to Sid. But my point being is that I thought Charmander was, like, the coolest poke ever. I mean, like, I'm a big Blastoise fan, if you ask me who my favorite starter was. Like, I love Squirtle. Squirtle is, like, my favorite poke ever. Like, Squirtle just... Dude, it's a freaking water turtle. Like, if I could actually have one Pokemon, it would be a Squirtle. But Charmander would just totally be A, and then he evolved into Charmeleon, and then he thought he was too good for Ash, which makes sense, because, I mean, like, if you watch Ash in the anime, he's terrible. He's terrible. I feel like he goes into a new region every single time, and all he ever does is he completely fails at life. Like, the beginning trainer of that region who picks up, like, a Chikorita, or they pick up, you know, like... I think the one in the Unova region, like, the black and white region that they're doing right now, I think I watched a clip of it, and the guy beat him with a Snivy. He beat his Pikachu, and I'm like, why? How does a beginning trainer starting his journey beat your Pikachu that, you know, like, got you to the Final Four of the Pokemon League, like, just a couple of episodes ago? It drives me crazy. I'm like, how bad of a trainer are you? It's ridiculous. So I don't know. Anyway, there's only one guy here, so I might as well just try to kill him. Oh, I got every single yeah possible. I was just going for that. I was thinking, should I just go for the hit or should I go for the centuplet yeah? What would I call that? How many moves have I tacked on now? But let's see how much damage I can do with this. And then I will drink some coffee while she's punching the hell out of these guys. Beautiful. I love it. There we go. But where was I going with that? No, I just remember Charmeleon wasn't obeying Ash, and then I think Aerodactyl was trolling the entire group, and like I think Aerodactyl and Kabutops and Kabuto and Omastar and Omanite, which is really weird. I didn't know that Omanites can look scary at all until I saw that episode. Like I understand like how Kabutops would look scary. I mean, it looks like he has death on his hands, like a little death scythe. And then Aerodactyl obviously would be scary because it's really, really fast and it has really sharp razor teeth. But I'm like, an Omanite looks like a freaking... He looks like one of those stones that you buy in like the little tray when you go on vacation to like Arizona or something. They're like, look at these shiny stones. They're green, they're blue, you know, like they're polished, and you know, you grab a couple and you put them in a bag. That is what an Omanite looks like. So when he was looking all sinister and he had glowing red eyes, kind of weird. I just remember Charmeleon was getting trolled by Aerodactyl, I think, because Aerodactyl was flying around, and Charmeleon couldn't hit him because he was taking a nap and got disturbed. And then Charmeleon evolved into Charizard, and I think he was laying the smackdown, and then he still wouldn't obey Ash because Ash is not worthy. And then but that made it really, really cool because I remember when Ash finally did get Charizard to obey him. That was like the best thing ever because that was back in the Orange Island episode, which I really missed the direction that Pokemon had. Like I thought that the Kanto region was just absolutely amazing, and then I thought that the Orange Island thing was great. And the reason why it was great because Ash actually won that region because I think he fought Lance in the final battle, and I think Lance only had one freaking Pokemon. Like he had a Dragonite, but like nobody could ever beat the Dragonite, and Ash had to use like all 6 of his guys, but he managed to do it, which was really cool. And then I love the Johto region because that's like he has Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I mean, like Gold and Silver, I should say, or that's my favorite game in the whole series. And then they got rid of Misty and everyone. And the thing is, like, I always thought the Misty storyline was really, really good because, I mean, because it's important mainly because, I mean, I guess what I want to say is if you've ever listened to the Pokemon soundtrack, they have this song called Misty's Song, and she's in love with Ash. Like, she's actually in love with Ash. So I don't know why they made her go, and like they put May and then Dawn, and then what's the girl that's following him now, like Iris or whatever, like the girl who's supposed to be like the 8th gym leader of the Unova region, like she's following him now. She has the pre-evolved form of Haxorus. I don't know what he's called. I don't play enough Black and White, but I don't know, because I felt like there were just so many different things going on. Like it had the potential to mature into less of a childlike anime and, you know, like kind of grow up with you, and I felt like they decided to just kind of stifle it. You know, it's like when you prevent your Pokemon from evolving and you're hitting B the entire time. And that's what I kind of felt like, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, we're gonna keep on stealing these guys. It was funny, I was totally gonna cut all this stuff out, and then I started talking about Pokemon, and I was like, I really like talking about this thing. So anyway, I'm gonna steal one more Carob net, and then I think I bought 2 of the stables already, right? So Here we go. I got the Carob nut. Dude, Yuffie's really, really good at stealing. She lived up to her name as a thief. That's all I gotta say about that. Here we go. But it's really hot in my apartment right now because I forgot my roommate was sick, and it was really annoying. I wanted to record this episode really early today, but because normally he leaves at like 8 o'clock in the morning-ish, and I wake up at like 6:50 on a day when I don't have work, which sounds really, really early, but it's not. Trust me. But normally I get up really, really early, and like I wait for him to leave the house, and then I eat a little bit of breakfast while he's still sleeping, and then just get to recording the episode, so I have a full day. And he didn't leave till really, really late, so I was like, what's the deal, man? But anyway, we got basically, if you guys want to start your Chocobo breeding, there's 2 areas that I really suggest you go to. There's like Chocobo tracks all across the world. This area around in the Medial place has good Chocobos and great Chocobos, and both of which are capable of getting you guys the beginning steps to getting a Gold Chocobo. So, okay, these guys give you a ton of experience, so I want to use this. Here we go. He actually doesn't have any good enemy skill stuff on him right now. Here we go. But they have good Chocobos and great Chocobos here, and basically the point I want to get to is that you're going to need a female and a male. There's a lot of different strategies that I've read up on how to do it. A lot of people catch 4 different Chocobos to start, and then they breed like the male great Chocobo with the female good Chocobo, and then vice versa. I think you can breed both of them over and over again, and basically what you have to do is you want to level them up till they're like rank S or something in the gold, like in Chocobo Square, and you're doing Chocobo racing, which is pretty cool. It's a little bit time consuming. I'm not gonna lie, it is definitely time consuming. I don't think I'm gonna like show you guys like me racing them up to level S. I might show you like the map for Chocobo racing, but other than that, I just want to catch a Chocobo, level it up to rank S. Basically, they start off at rank C. You can imagine that's like really, really crappy, and then you go up to B, A, and then S, which I always thought stands for super. What the hell is that thing? It's like an armadillo. Okay. Okay, this would be a pretty cool Pokemon too, although I guess it kind of looks like Scolipede, but, and for those of you who don't know what Scolipede is, he's like a 5th gen Pokemon. I really dislike the designs, by the way, of most of the Pokemon in 5th gen. I don't know why, it's not because I feel like they're not designed on animals and stuff anymore, it's just that I felt like, I don't know, they don't look natural to me. Scolipede as a design is okay. I don't think Reuniclus, I don't understand what Reuniclus is supposed to be. Did you want to be fighting like a floating piece of jello? I don't understand that. And then speaking of jello, they have a Jellicent, which is a ghost that looks like jelly, or like Pringles. So I didn't quite understand the designs behind the Pokemon in 5th gen. It kind of bugged me. Haxorus looks cool. Don't get me wrong, the Ubers look really, really cool, like Reshiram and Zekrom, but and I think Victini looks cool too. And then Galvantula is freaking awesome. But Cryogonal is kind of strange looking. He's a giant snowflake. And then they have that one, what is it? Is the one that looks like ice cream. Like they have an ice cream Pokemon. I don't know. It's just kind of ridiculous. Anyway, here's the Chocobo that I'm talking about. Hopefully I can actually catch him, because I just realized that I don't have the because he might just run away from me because I don't have any greens right now. Normally I'm really good at killing them, but I might not be. Here we go, because the Chocobo might run away from me. Yeah, he's gonna run away from me, but basically you throw a green at him, and then, obviously he won't run away from you. Maybe I'll go get some greens from the Chocobo Sage really quickly. From either the Chocobo Sage or the, or back from the Chocobo Farm. So, maybe I'll just do that. I'll cut that thing and then get right back here, because you guys know exactly what I'm about to do, and I'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I am back, and here we go. We are back in the Chocobo stable. We're talking to this little kid. Hey, welcome! Wanna buy something? Yeah. You guys got greens? Because Chocobos keep on running away from me. They don't like me for some reason. It's like when dogs approach you and they start barking for no reason. The scariest thing ever was back when I was working at In-N-Out. I remember there was this one dog that someone had outside, and he looked super friendly. So I was like, hey, what's up, dog? And because I always think that's really funny when you say, hey, what's up, dog, to a dog. But, The dog looked at me for a second, all of a sudden he started growling, and I was like, holy crap, it's gonna bite me, I'm gonna get bitten by a dog while I'm at work. I couldn't be more fail, and the thing is, like, once he bites me, he's not gonna stop biting me because I'm working at a fast food restaurant and I smell like a hamburger right now. So I feel like I probably taste really, really good, and that scares the hell out of me. So I just wanted to share that story with you. Anyway, third stall right here. And here we go, let's take care of my chocobos. Yeah, here we go, number 4. And here we go. So now we have 4 stables and we have no money. We have 30,000 gil. So fail. I freaking hate you, Chocobo man. Such a jerk. Which reminds me, I'm gonna have like no money for this stuff at all. Like all I really want to do is like catch the chocobos that I need for breeding. I can't even feed them greens yet because I have like no cash at all. I mean, like, there's a really easy way to get cash in this game. Like if you master your all materia. The cool thing about materia, if you guys didn't know, is that once you master it, it divides into 2. So like it creates like a little baby, basically. So like once you master your all materia, you get another all materia at level 1. So then you can sell the one that's mastered for like 1,000,000 gil, and then you can go back and then you can use that money and then just train up your new all materia. And I feel like all materia is really, really easy to master too. It's like it doesn't require that much. I don't know if it's called like AP or ability points. I don't know if that's what they call it in this game. I know they call it that in Final Fantasy IX. But anyway, here we go. We got another annoying little chocobo, and I'm gonna throw a green at it. That way, hopefully, it won't run away from me. Hopefully, I can actually find the green. I can never find the green fast enough. Here we go. Well, oh wow, reagent greens are really expensive. I don't want to throw that at him. Oh, yeah, I had guy shell greens, really? Okay. Here we go. Hopefully, that makes it so he won't run away from us. I like the animation for the green though. That looks pretty cool. Here you go. I think they're good for 3 hits, right? I think each guy's good for 3 hits each. I think they might be good for 4, actually. Oh, but when he rolls up, then he's actually good for a lot more than 4 hits, actually. So, yeah. The thing is, I don't want to throw, like, a match... Uh-oh, he stopped eating. No. Keep on eating. Where's my green? Wait, here we go. No! Son of a... Freaking A, bird. On a scale of 1 to fail, that was so fail. Okay. What the hell? Why do you not love me, you damn stupid bird? Which reminds me, guys, I'm gonna pose this question for you guys as the question of the day. If you had a pet, what the heck did you used to call it when you were younger? I used to have a bird, and the thing is, I think it was actually a male bird, but we didn't realize it at the time, so we called it Cindy. But because I always thought in the back of my mind that it was actually like a male bird, I just called it Bird. And it was so funny because I was around the house and I was actually talking to the bird, and then my big sister started calling it Bird, and then it got to the point where the bird only responded to Bird, so then the name of the bird became Bird, because that's how creative of a family that we were. So if you guys have a funny story like that, tell me the name of one of your pets. Hopefully you guys named it something cool like Spike. Like, is that the name of the dog that Sid had in Toy Story? It might be. No, that was Scud. Scud is a cool name. I like that name. Anyways, they don't have any chocobos here. I don't like these guys. These guys are dumb. Okay, I'm gonna run away from this. He totally reminds me of Armored Armadillo from Mega Man X, by the way. And he kind of looks like a crawfish. Makes me kind of crave Cajun food right now. I don't know. Let's keep on wandering right here. I was hoping this was going to be really, really snappy. I didn't want to make this a really long episode of me just catching the chocobos. Otherwise, I'd have to start cutting out and editing footage. And I was like, well, that seemed like kind of a hassle. Because then I wanted to make a continuous flowing commentary, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, these guys give you a ton of experience. So maybe I'll just kill them. No, I don't want to cut the battle, though. I don't know.